I'm just gonna give out this spoiler warning for Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Season 7, because there will definitely be spoilers for this entire series, honestly. Like, as soon as probably the next sentence. Okay, so this is the title card for Season 7, Episode 7, otherwise titled The Totally Excellent Adventures of Mac and the D. See, that's a spoiler, and that's a spoiler. Okay, so now let's go back into the video. Also, side note to that last slide, I really love the title card. It's so simplistic yet so amazing. I love it. It's just really cool. Anyway, so yeah, we finally, before we get into the actual theory, here's the more important part. We finally know what Deke's bandana is for. It's his band's cover. What confusion. He needs to wear clothes representative of the time in the 80s, so of course he has to wear that bandana while having a cover band that is also a cover for spy stuff. Whatever. It's confusing sometimes, okay? So just roll with it, please. Just go with it. It's just easier that way. Okay, so as we know, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Season 7 is a time travel story where the agents are facing their toughest enemy yet. And that's saying something. The Chronicoms are way worse than Ada, and the Framework, and the LMDs, and pretty much everything. Honestly, I still love Season 4. Season 4 is amazing. It's like so well done. I'm just saying I love the Framework. I'm just putting that out there. Anyway, so the agents are trying to stop the Chronicoms from making Earth their new home, calling it Chronica 3, which, by the way, makes me interested in what happened to Chronica 1, because they've had Chronica 2 already. What happened to Chronica 1? Just saying, what happened to that? That's okay. That's something for another day. Anyway, so my theory is about the actual way they time travel and why it takes less energy to go to the future rather than the past. So let's start with the past. As I've said before in a previous video, which I will link in a card right now. Okay. I believe they are using the quantum time travel that the Avengers use in Endgame, the same way and same rules, and that's why they can change the past, because they are going to another timeline. Okay, so simple rules, same rules. You can change whatever you want, but it's just going to create a new branch. And now, about the future. So, what I think here is happening, and because there was a spot in that video that I referenced just a minute ago, where I said I don't know how, but I know they're staying in the same timeline they've already changed. And then I started thinking, and I realized time dilation, DILTION, dilation, not dilation, dilation. I'm sorry, it's a really hard word to say. It sounds like you're supposed to say dilation, but it's just dilation. When I was typing the title for this video on Adobe Spark, I kept spelling it dilation. It's weird. Anyway, so time dilation is the idea of going at a speed so fast, time slows down for you. And that's what I think the Zephyr and the Chronicom's time ship are doing. They are moving at a speed so fast, no one can see them, and they're ending up in another timeline, or not another timeline, another spot in the timeline. Like, Deke and Mac were in the 80s for 20 months, almost 2 years, and the team came back for them, and it seemed like no time at all had passed. So they probably just accidentally the Zephyr just jumped forward just 20 months and picked them up there. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, so time dilation is also time dilation. I'm sorry, this is a hard word to say. Is what I think is happening here because whenever the Zephyr time jumps, it always goes it starts to fly, and it looks like it just flies forward like really fast, like past light speed probably, because it takes like 2 seconds for the Zephyr to get to the next destination. Um, yeah, it's a really cool thing to think about. It's just a little idea. I need 2 videos, and this is one of them. So yeah, it's just a really cool thing to think about. I'm just saying. Also, I'm probably gonna provide more evidence. I'm just saying. Why do I keep saying I'm just saying? Okay, so also I think it's time dilation because again they are staying in the same timeline and everything they do their actions do have consequences, which is surprising considering if they're using any sort of time travel that changes timelines, they should be ending up in a different timeline, not exactly the same one. If they keep doing that. Also, it takes less energy for time dilation because they're going forward in the same timeline than it does to go backward. Because, or at least my theory is, because when they go backward, they have to use the quantum realm and go and just go subatomic real quick and come out the other end. And it takes a lot more energy to do that than to just speed up the Zephyr for a few seconds and end up in another timeline. Or sorry, I keep saying another timeline, another spot in the time, another year, another not really another. You know what I mean. Anyway, so the agents just use that most often because it's just easier, and it also puts things back on track, and we know how things work and why the actions have consequences and how we still have the chronocoms and everything and all that stuff. So yeah, that's I guess the theory for today. It's just a little short theory that I came up with. I just thought it'd be a cool idea to make a video about, and I also needed a video, so those just go hand in hand. I also had a couple of other predictions for uh, the Totally Excellent Adventures of Mac and the D, and I was gonna publish those yesterday as a video, but then I didn't because honestly I don't know why, but I didn't. So yeah, and that's the video, I guess. And tell me how you like this new outro in the comments. This is gonna be really cool. All right, so here's the outro. So you can watch another video by clicking the top left, top right, and bottom left corners of the screen. You can subscribe to my channel by clicking the bottom right corner of the screen and check out all these new little things that tell you stuff. So I guess that's it for now. Yeah, bye. Oh, actually, first, uh, the bottom left is Agents of Shield playlist. Bye.